words got stuck in my throat. Who could be talking in such a silky voice here between the forest and the dormant village?
Чего молчишь, несмышленыш?
Ha 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 ha.
Язык вырвали?
Ha 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 ha.
Слушай, а я тебе еще и нос откушу.
Ha.
Будешь знать, как совать его в чужие дела.
A girl stood before me, judging from the voice and the silhouette, but I couldn't even reprimand myself for being scared by a girl before noticing a gaping mouth under her hood with something dangerously shiny inside. I was stunned. What? Yeah! Yeah! Oh, kawaii んじゃねえの? Kawaii. From the cavity of her hood, a frightening real fox face was staring straight and staring back at me. It's just her jaws weren't moving and her eyes weren't blinking. That's cute. A mask. Are you sure? It's just a girl with a fox mask on. At least I wanted to think that. After a surprise like that, a nervous smile involuntarily crept onto her face.
Просто в школу иду, а тут ты.
Что я? Никогда не видел, как лиса собаку кормит?
What? Oh, kawaii. And indeed, there was a small dog circling the girl's leg, one of the strays that were chasing me yesterday, probably.
Извини, я не хотел.
After hearing my voice, the dog whimpered, lowered its ears, sniffed me out, and then started wagging its tail. I guess I still smelled of bullet that I ate for breakfast. I was shifting my gaze back and forth from the dog to the girl. She didn't seem scary anymore, just weird.
Значит, не хотел. Ну-ну. Как тебя зовут?
Меня Антон. А тебя?
А меня нет.
Huh? Oh gosh. Oh wait, that's actually cute. Okay. She's weird. Definitely has a couple loose screws, but she has a nice voice. My astonishment has turned into a mix of happiness and relief. This girl I didn't know was definitely a human, if a bit eccentric. Are you sure that's a human? Look at the eyes. Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. I was also a bit of angry at myself. This foxy girl was walking through the darkness without problem, and I shuddered from every little sound. I could just walk away, but this girl had piqued my interest. The next time a police officer asks me about my friends at the new place, I'll tell him that I befriended a talking
Ты
fox.
здесь живешь? В поселке?
She spun around so hard, the hem of her coat lifted up.
Нет, глупый.
Нет, глупый.
Лисы не живут в поселках.
Хочешь сказать, ты живешь в лесу?
Из какой норы ты вылез? Конечно! Лисам среди людей не выжить, пока они лисы.
Her jokes were also weird, just like her carnival mask. How do you read that? I know this paper? Mache? Is this paper? Okay. Thanks. The dog reminded us of its existence with a loud bark. I unfastened my backpack. Oh, it's French. Okay. Dad would sometimes throw food in there without my knowledge. Cookies, apples, or even my favorite crab sticks. So cute. He called it a gift from the bunny. Oh. The stray strolled towards me with a mincing footsteps, with a pleading look in its eyes. The fox did definitely treat it to something, but it was probably still hungry.
Зачем ты так вырядилась с утра пораньше? На утренник идешь?
Huh? The girl shrugged, throwing silvery snowflakes off her nose. Oh no. and her human form along with them, turning into a genuine beast, a real fox. Oh no, oh no. Ah! A moment of hesitation, I'll give you ripped to shreds. She'll tear you up and gulp you down without breaking a sweat. I couldn't help but just stand there as a stump. Oh, 意地悪 until I heard her calm melodic laughter hidden underneath the beastly mask.
Видел бы ты свою маску, сладенький.
Sweet. Did you say sweetie? I got embarrassed, went red, up to my hair roots. We'd seen Fox in a zoo before, when we went there with Dad, but it had patchy fur, was grey and skinny. But this girl was fiery color and furry, just like in fairy tales. Oh, 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 oh. Yeah, she is furry. She has. I just noticed now. How could I? She's a furry. I was still rummaging through my backpack. My fingers were searching for the dog's treat, stumbled upon something soft, crumpled object.
Ничего, скоро проснутся настоящие
We never
звери.
escape furries. Yeah.
Спроси-ка лучше у них, где они взяли свои человеческие лица.
The girl's shadow was dancing in the lamp's light. The dog. Oh no, yep, in agreement. Oh, I thought. I freaked out and dropped my finding in the snow without getting a proper chance to examine. A cold wind distantly covered the hole it created with snow. The dog rushed to dig it out, wanting to get its treat. Where's that? And the fox just snorted. Now I was so embarrassed, I wanted to sink through the snow. It was still dark outside of the electric circle on the contrary, the darkness seemed even more thick. All neighboring houses were sleeping deeply in its inkiness. I did my best to continue the conversation with the weird girl I didn't know.
Так ты в школу идешь?
Ах, ну какой же дурачок! Так ничего и не понял.
I was trying to be friendly, but she can't stop mocking me, calling me a baka. Baka って言ってんじゃねえぞ! I should have just moved along with paying any attention to this weirdo and her stupid dog.
А ты
This
чего
game is an
обзываешься?
undercover furry convention. Yeah. A hidden kink. Why are you so
Не хочешь отвечать?
mean?
Пожалуйста. Никто не требует.
It's not like I care. You sound so tsundere. Still, something froze me in place, took me towards the dark figure. I missed her appearance, her voice that was velvety and just. How do you read this? Languid? I was intrigued and excited. I watched her as people watch fire burns. Yeah, thanks.
Ой, да не дуйся. Гляди-ка лучше. Ты нравишься Жульке.
Julka. The dog was digging through snow with sharp movements, snoring loudly. The fox turned around and looked at the windows of a nearby house, at its timber front through the white mist. The tip of her fake nose was shining under the lamp's light.
И не только ей.
Ha! I went red again, like a boiled crayfish this time. Is she talking about herself or someone else? I hope that the semi-dark would be able to hide my embarrassment from the girl. Kawaii.
А кому еще я нравлюсь?
Oh no. It's someone behind you. I waited, counting my heartbeat. The fox didn't reply. Her sly stare was scanning the frosty patterns of someone's windows. She was reading them like a glass book. I wonder what she can see in those winter paintings. The stray stopped rummaging through the snow. It ran to me holding my object in her jaws. A mitten. Could it be the one I found in the forest? What is it doing here? When I got closer, I realized that it was just my mitten. Okay. Maybe Mom stuffed it in there when I was asleep. A certain missing boy immediately came to mind.
Эй, ты знаешь что-нибудь про Вову?
Vova. I imagined the scene, silhouettes dancing in the clearing. The dance on the night when Vova had disappeared. A boy who, when found, can provide a big reward and maybe save my family. I remembered my birthday when our parents promised to take me and Olya to Disneyland in Paris. But instead of a long-anticipated gift, they gave me a simple brick game console, visibly embarrassed. I was crying my eyes out right then, demanding to take me to the promised amusement park. Oops, sorry, I skipped. If only I could fix everything, gather everybody I love and take them to Disneyland.
В ночь, когда пропал Вова, я, кажется, видел, как кто-то похожий на тебя плясал под моим окном.
It could be true, but I felt her mask became even more sly. The fox was sniffing me
А
out.
что, ты тогда испугался? За себя или кого-то еще?
Oh no, Olya? Oh, see? Olya! As soon as I thought about my sister, my chest tightened and cold sweat streamed down my spine.
Ну так слушай меня внимательно, мальчик по имени Антон. Это большой и страшный лес.
Oh. The fox girl stepped forward menacingly.
Я не единственный его обитатель. Другие звери уже знают о тебе. Берегись нас.
Oh.
Мы опять придем.
Please say you're joking. I shouldn't have talked to this evil in child form, I thought, panicking.
Пока ты со своей семьей будешь спать, подкрадемся близко-близко и станцуем Макарену.
What?
Чё?
Эй, Макарена!
I love this fox. I don't know if I should trust you or not. Huh? Exactly my face.
У тебя прямо челюсть отвисла, Антоша! Видел он меня ночью у своего окна. Ага, как же! А ты случаем не местный дурачок, нет? Меня не отпускают гулять так поздно. Здесь, знаешь ли, дети пропадают.
I touched the plastic frame of my glasses, puzzled by her silly joke. She got me scared to death.
Ой, да не тереби ты окуляры свои. Я раньше тоже близорукой была. Лучше послушай меня. Может быть, ума наберешься. Лисичку как обычно называют?
Плутовка?
My words seemed to hurt her. She's hurt? I can see.
Ох ты ж! Да как?
Ой, прости.
Oh, her laughter was. Stop laughing.
Да шучу я! Конечно, плутовкой. Если ты ловкий и смелый, не боишься с плутовкой водиться, и ты же неспроста его ищешь, да?
Shrugged in reply. Her insight was alarming.
Знаю, почему дети повадились соваться в наш лес. Порой там можно найти много всякого интересного. Я вот однажды нашла целый сугроб конфет и купалась в нем. Да так что челюсть слиплась.
Yeah, right. A pile of candy. I couldn't. She's whether she believed in what she was saying from the tone of her voice. I showed her another smile, a fake one this time.
Посмотрите-ка, какой недоверчивый. Ну-ну, а что ты на это скажешь?
Oh! She held out her hand in a furry mitten. Candy! There was an assortment of sweets in her palm. In the city where I used to live, sweets like these were sold at markets or in kiosks. I saw my favorite bubblegum in a vivid wrapper among the tasty treasure. A family name was on it. Turbo! A triangular fox face poked her nose towards me.
Угощайся.
Are
У
you
меня
sure
их
it's safe?
полные карманы.
Hmm. 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 Guys, which one? Should we trust this fox? You take it. Hmm. Okay, let's take it. I accepted the treat and catching a whiff of the girl's smell, fur, firefox, and citrus, the smell of holidays. My fingers tingled while I was carefully unwrapping the gum. Peachy aroma entered my nostril and something else, something unfamiliar but pleasant. Uh-oh. Nom 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 nom. The furry cube ended up in my mouth. I started moving my molars, chewing the gum. It tasted like usual Turkish gum, only my tongue went a bit numb. Oh oh. I completed my luck after opening the insert. Ooh, what's that? I looked at the Mercedes Benz, an extremely rare and hence desirable collector's item for any boy from my previous neighborhood. My heart skipped beat. I was barely able to tear my eyes off the insert, still
Это
stunned.
же... Это...
Kog, Korewa!
Теперь понял, что можно найти в лесу? Только на твоем месте я бы туда в одиночку не ходила. Тебе вон от жвачки в забу дыхание сперла. А представляешь, что с тобой будет, если найдешь чемодан таких фантиков? Голову напрочь снесет. И пиши пропало.
Unusual treats, just like everything else about her. I carefully hid the insert in my bag, as if I was putting a rare butterfly in a can. The fox giggled. This is not how things are supposed to go on a Monday morning. Who are you? Oh, look at that! Achievement unlocked. Can you see that? Sweets. I refrained from asking that question. She wouldn't answer anyway, or she'll just lie. I really wanted to see what's behind her mask. I was becoming more and more sure that underneath it wasn't just a simple young girl.
Может, Вова тоже нашел сугроб сладостей и теперь кувыркается в нем?
Uh-oh.
Слушай, вдруг он решил остаться в лесу? Тогда, наверное, ему очень холодно в одной
Uh-oh.
варежке.
The wind caught her words like smoke from a fire and carried them deep into the darkness, into the creepy thicket. The trees behind me creaked with their bony branches.
Или с ним что-то случилось в пути. Что-то страшное.
The forest reacted to her words, became alive. It sniffed me out, perking up its ears, just like a curious beast. The fox girl pierced me with her eyes again.
Дикие звери?
Это, по-твоему, страшно?
Ну, не знаю.
Не знает. Уж не с двоечником ли я подружилась?
I didn't like being called how do you read this? I don't know. Yet being friends with her sounded nice.
Я хорошист.
Duns. Okay. My grades are good.
Бел да пушист. Пойдешь со мной, хорошист Антон? Найдем твоего Вову и сам его спросишь, что он нашел в этой пуще. Ведь пока мы вместе, никто тебя в лесу не тронет. Вот увидишь.
Worms of worry. This word earlier. Right there. Sorry. My energy just better on whispered my mind. Wraith it. Yeah, thanks.
Я тебе не верю.
Ты думаешь, я врунья?
Wraith. Okay.
Да и пожалуйста, мне никогда никто не верит.
The girl sounded hurt, although I didn't know if she was genuine about it. She turned around as if she had immediately lost all interest in me. The gum felt bitter now. I remembered my dad's favorite saying, "Where are your manners, son?" Indeed, this fox was kind
Не
to me.
обижайся, пожалуйста. Лисы бывают и добрыми. Ну, как в сказках. Мне бы только понять, что ты за лиса.
The girl giggled, hiding the nose of her mask in her hands.
Тогда пойдем со мной в лес, и ты
Right.
все обо мне узнаешь.
And then followed me into the forest.
Но не сейчас, а когда рассветет. А то тебя, бедного, всего аж потряхивает. Того и гляди, кондрашка хватит. Ай да,
Thank
провожу
you.
тебя до школы.
After hearing this, the door barked in agreement and stopped messing with the mitten. I leaned in, trying to grab the piece of handwear that almost ran away
Ну,
from me.
если тебе по пути,
We went towards the school and the lost dawn. Here and there, the lights came on in the windows of houses we passed, as if their inhabitants were sending us warning signs. Silhouettes lurked behind curtains, dogs let out occasional barks, spirals of grey smoke rose from chimneys, TVs bustled and dishes clanked in kitchens. We watched the village slowly rise from its slumber, while carefully treading the snowy wheel trails. I walked in the left one and she took the right one. The dog was following right behind us. I expected the fox to bring up something weird again, but she stayed silent all the way to the school, as if playing with me, some game only she was privy to. She would only giggle from time to time when the dog sneezed from the snowflakes that fell on its nose. I was the first to break the
так
silence.
как тебя зовут?
А, ну конечно. Имена, имена, имена. Людям непременно надо вешать ярлыки на все подряд. Ну и как бы ты назвал такую лису, как я?
Даже не знаю.
Я и Мико.
Но я читал про лису по имени Алиса.
А что? Я не против. Пусть будет Алиса.
I couldn't understand if she was joking or not. I turned around as if looking for an answer from the dog, from the dark sky devoid of dawn. My silent questions were left unanswered. School! The school's outline was already in our sight. A giant brick box stuck in the endless night lights. Lights in its windows didn't bode well for me. The warden trees regarding the schoolyard. Screams, childish laughter, and someone's whistling tore up the silence. I went there with Mom when we just moved, and the place looked cozy at that time. Empty corridors that smelled of polished, puffy snow outside. The second time I came alone to get books and just kept on imagining my peers rolling down the railings, great schoolers, running to the library, and teachers marching down the corridors with the air of self-importance around them. High schoolers were smoking at the entrance in track pants and wool caps perched on their foreheads. Their appearance destroyed the last hopes for a cozy school. Their stinging eyes and teeth, yellow from nicotine, their smugs, all of it had the same gloomy effect as the cloudy winter morning. Absorbed by my thoughts, I completely forgot about my companion.
После уроков жду тебя на заднем дворе, возле повешенного.
Huh?
Возле кого?
Vape Nation. Yeah, the cool kids. She just ignored my question.
Не опаздывай.
I hesitated, blowing hot and cold again. Mom always said that when I would have trouble choosing between two options. Thinking about Mom helped me reply.
Я после школы сразу домой.
Эх, Антоша, Антоша, это я тебя так просто отпустила. Другие же незаметно подкрадутся со своими улыбочками и вцепятся. Клещами не оторвешь. Попомни мои слова.
Whoa! Whoa! The fox opened her mouth in a wide yawn. What kind of trick is this?
Антоха!
Someone running in the distance called out my name. I instinctively turned around. Oh! Whoa! A huge snowball whizzed past my shoulder and hit the dog. Oh no! He whimpered and ran towards the spring. Poor dog! The darkness devoured it. The fox girl was also nowhere to be seen. She just dissolved into frosty air. Or was she hiding in the shadow? In my shadow? I gulped and swallowed the gum. Unlucky. After, yeah, she's gotta remember that. What if the hangman is that guy who threw the snowball? After taking a deep breath, I went towards the school, towards the cutlets in dough, toward the light raining down onto the snow. Okay, kasi I could hear muffled voices behind us, blinking lamps, darkness creep along the windows, and it felt like the school was stretched in open space like a lonely lost spaceship. After going up to the second floor, I noticed a crowd around the notice board. Oh, the missing child! Everyone was taking part in a lively discussion. I moved closer and took a look at something everyone was interested in through a wall of backpacks. There was a piece of paper with something printed on it, glued to the left of the notice board. Read Wova Machukin, I think. 10 years old, grade 4 B. He left his home on January the 5th, around 4, and never returned. Was last seen in a bridge over the Smorodina River. He was wearing an orange coat with a hood, a black wool cap, a scarf, and mitten with green stripes. Might have a plastic toy gun on him. Oh, chibi, skinny brown hair, green eyes. Please call this number. We have a blah 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 blah, blah. Child missing. Unable to meet his stare, I turned around and rushed to the window, took a seat on the windowsill. The corridor was slowly filling up with children, a group of few. Nobody paid me any mind. In the darkness of school toilets, child voices were hammering a nursery.
Для медведя, для лисы, зайчик
Oh,
кушать принеси.
disturbing. I turned my head towards them, trying to get a better look at their features, but then my attention was stolen by a loud clicking sound. A female teacher marched down the corridor with her chin raised up high. Her heels were hitting the floor like a miniature hooves. A girl was trailing her every step. She's a teacher's pet. She was also looking pompous, stopping along the way and whispering some secret in her friend's ear. She was probably a class rep, since she was carrying an attendance register book.
Екатерина, возьми, пожалуйста.
The teacher opened the classroom door, and a crowd of children swarmed in, screaming and pushing. Out of all of them, a tall, red-headed fat boy caught my attention. His face was full of blisters. He looked like the inside of a pomegranate. That's so mean. A bad feeling rising up the hair on the back of my head. I've seen boys like him before, unstill eyes, cackling laughter. The girl who was smaller copy of the teacher, warned the boy with a wave of her hand and entered the room through the clearing in the crowd. Some of the guys stood in the way of the crowd, and the red-headed immediately shoved in.
Топай речи, мудила.
Oh, he's a bully. The boy flew headfirst, flailing his hand, trying to keep his balance. The fat sub burst out laughing, and a couple of kids joined his nasty cackling. Their laughter sounded like someone was snipping with a huge garden scissors. The classroom sucked all of the kids in. The corridor stood empty. I wanted to grow roots and stay on the windowsill. Just a handful of lampposts outside were battling the darkness. Oh, this word again! Writing? Like fluorescent fish in the black ocean. Maybe I can still run away, go outside, dissolve in the dark. I imagine myself running through snow, how it squeaks under my boots, and how I'm becoming lighter and lighter with every step. Yay! Break time. All right, so that's exactly 2 hours. Let me save this game. Yep. Okay. We survived. We survived. We survived. All right. So, yep, that's 2 hours of this game. It's pretty cool. I enjoy it so far. The arts and everything. Yeah, we survived alive. I heard this game is 4 hours long, and we survived 2 hours, taking our time reading everything. Probably will take 5 hours because we're taking our dear time. But we're going to continue this maybe next week. So come again next week, please. I hope you guys enjoyed it.